We're really excited to be here and share some news with you today. I'm Tommy Schegler from Parkview Sports Medicine. As you can see, Lloy Ball from Team Pineapple, Will Robbins from Empowered Volleyball Academy, and some great conversations have been going on most recently amongst all of us. We're going to share some news with everybody today. Lloy, why don't you get into it?
Thanks, Tommy. You know, there's been a long conversation with Will and a lot of people in the Fort Wayne community on how do we continue to grow the wonderful student-athlete talent we have here in the sport of volleyball. And up until this point, we've had numerous clubs who have been competing against each other. And Will and I have always had a vision that one day we would have all those things come together. And this is a culmination of that we're going to talk about right now today. The fact that Empowered Volleyball Club, Team Pineapple, PSM is going to work together to form this unbelievable opportunity for the young people here in Fort Wayne called Pineapple High Performance. This club will be based right here out of this beautiful field house, one of the best in the area. It'll have sports performance, it'll have great coaching staff, it'll have everything a young student athlete needs to have in order to be successful in volleyball. As I said, something we've talked about for a long time, and the timing is right. Will is motivated with his staff, I am motivated with my staff. As always, PSM has been a huge supporter of both our clubs, and without them we wouldn't have the success we've already had. So what better than to put all three of those winning characteristics together in a super club, a high performance club where the best of the best in Northeast Indiana can come and be trained by these amazing people who really only have one mission, and that's the betterment of our student athletes. Everybody likes winning. Empowered likes winning, PSM likes winning, Pineapple likes winning, but think what we can accomplish together with the same mindset, focusing and funneling these young kids into making their dreams come true as well.
That's an awesome vision. Just one quick follow-up. Explain the level of the teams, like what age groups is this going to be in?
Absolutely. You know, one, again, being trained here in the home of Gym Rats, this wonderful facility here at the field house, I think is the first bonus. Two, we are taking the best of our staffs. We're having people who have D1 experience in coaching, in playing. We have people who've played for the master himself, Lloy Ball, like Will and myself. And so we have this like-minded staff who has one goal, and that's to make these kids better. So year one here, we're going to start with ages 16, 17, and 18. And these are open level teams. These teams will be competing in the top events throughout the country at the highest level possible. We feel we're going to put together a pretty balanced schedule where there's plenty of time in training blocks, but still being at enough events so these kids get seen by college coaches and get to compete against the best teams in the country.
So this is really kind of an all-star type model.
Absolutely. It's invitation, it's the best of the best. If you can make the top 10 to 12 people on the team, then you're going to be on the best team in Northeast Indiana.
But when it comes to your guys' other clubs, Gym Rats Volleyball, Team Pineapple, Empowered, what will that look like?
Here's the best part about it. As Will and I talk through this situation, I think it's great that we still maintain our own clubs. So this is not a complete, let's get together and only form one major club. This is something special for those kids who are the best of the best that we're going to collaborate on and work together. Meanwhile, still same great Empowered, still same great Team Pineapple. If that's where you love to be, then go try out for those teams as well. If you can't make the high performance all-star team, you're still going to get the great kind of volleyball coaching that you've always experienced.
Nice, okay. Will, I'll turn to you. These conversations have gone on throughout the years. Why does it make sense to do it now?
You know, I think the environment right now is really conducive to this. You know, I think we've now positioned our clubs, you know, we've really risen to the top of our market. Now with the third formation of the Gym Rats being here at the field house, it's really the right time for our bigger community and family to come together, our alumni, and really the best coaches, trainers, you know, families in the area to come together, to finally work together, to lay aside our differences, you know, the competitiveness and the rivalries over the year for the greater good of the kids in the community. And so it really, I think it's taken a long time to kind of get over a few hurdles and talk through the process and what it'll look like. But I think with enough humility and enough willingness and putting the kids first, we've finally come together to build the best model possible, I think, for this community.
You guys have produced such great individual models and great products that the athletes in the region have benefited from over the years. And we've developed to the point where you guys have developed enough athletes to where we're really ready for a program like this to be able to combine all those talents and compete at the highest of levels, which I know is what everybody wants to talk about, but the development is key as well. And in the conversations that we've had, whether it's PSM, you know, through strength and conditioning, but also mental performance, nutrition, all the different things, but then also on the court, the level of development inside of this program is going to be at the top.
Yeah, I think it'll be unmatched. I think even back to the Fort Wayne Volleyball Club days, as we've started there with the Tryouts and now come up to where Will and I are kind of running the Northeast Indiana when it comes to club volleyball. I think now, as Will had said, each club has significant amount of wonderful, talented players. Each club has an age group or two that are competing at the highest level already. Why would we not combine those two things so that eventually at every age level we are competing together and we're coaching these kids to take on the TAVs of the world, the Muncianas of the world, the Sports Performance of the world. It's hard to do that when we're separated, right? Yeah. He'll have some good teams, I'll have some good teams, he'll have some good players, I'll have some good players. But now, combined with a like-mindedness of, hey, how about we go out and for this community, Northeast Indiana, Fort Wayne, how about we go out and show them what we have collectively? Yeah. I think for me, that's the driving factor and why this will be successful.
And from a development standpoint, top coaches has been mentioned a couple different times. Very well thought out practice regimen here inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse.
Absolutely. Anyone who knows me knows that I have literally the last 5 years of Google Docs with every practice I've ever put. One thing, and I know Will does it too at his club, is that coaches don't walk in unprepared. I will be overly prepared to help lead this particular group to make sure these kids are trained in the right way to prepare them for college. As you know, in youth sports, it's all about games, 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 games. I feel that's a misconception, something we have to change. So we're going to have these training blocks where this great staff actually gets these people, these young people, better at volleyball. Then PSM will be there twice a week to get them stronger, faster, all those kind of things. And then we'll only be in high level type tournaments where these kids then can showcase the stuff they've learned. And then we can also go back as a staff and go, hey, here are the things we're still deficient in. Let's go back this next training block and make those better. It will be hard.
Yeah.
And if you are not sure how much you love volleyball, then this may not be the right program for you. But if you want to be an all-star, and if you want to do the things that a lot of kids tell us they want to do, and that's play in college, then this is the program you need to be in.
Nice. Will, let's talk a little bit about what parents are going to want to know in relation to tryouts, kind of the who, what, where, when, and why as we lead up to the next steps.
Yeah, so tryouts will be July 7th right here in the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse from 6 to 8 o'clock. We'll be sending invites out to all of the top kids in the region. And if for some chance we might miss somebody and you feel that you deserve to be on the All-Star, you can definitely come to that tryout. Once again, it'll be July 7th, 6 to 8 o'clock. You'll be able to come in, get a fair shake, get assessed physically, skill-wise. You'll get a complete performance assessment at the end of the tryout with all of your numbers and your rankings. And yeah, we're excited to be able to bring all the top kids together, top coaches, and be able to launch this All-Star program this first year.
I love it. Pineapple High Performance. That is the name of the new program that these talented guys and their whole teams are putting together for the players in our region. Be sure to start following us on all the different social media platforms. There'll be information coming out over the next coming weeks that goes over everything that we talked about today. And registration is now open if you want to find that as well. You can sign up for tryouts. We'll be talking to you real soon.